Hello guys, so I just going to go over the preterite tense or the past tense, and these are just notes from I believe last week. So in Spanish, we conjugate or change the verb endings in order to say who is doing the action and when the action is taking place. I know all this grammar can be a little bit complicated, but it's important and it actually makes it really easy to write properly and to say what you mean. So, for example, going over this concept of conjugation, which is matching, right? The endings to who the person's talking. So, in the present tense, we use o, as, a, amos, an. So, for example, the verb comprar, which is to hablar, which is to speak. If we say habla, see the ending right here, habla, we know automatically that we're talking about either he, she, or you formal. So this is the who, and we know that it's in the present tense, right? Another example would be hablo, the ending o. We know we're talking about yourself, yo. Hablamos, the ending is amos, so we know that it's talking about nosotros or we. There are many different tenses in Spanish and in English. Some tenses are used to describe present actions, as in the one above, hablo, hablas, etc. Others describe the past action, something that already happened. Others describe the future, and still others describe possible or hypothetical actions. El pretérito, the past tense, is one of the tenses that is used to describe a past action. Specifically, that is used to talk about things that happened at a specific time in the past. All actions that are described in the preterite have a clear beginning and a clear end. They started and ended in the past. So it's not the same as saying like, I used to go to the park when I was little. You're saying, I went to the park yesterday. It's different. You're still talking about the past when you're saying, I used to go to the park when I was 5 years old. But it's not the same as the preterite when you're talking about just something that started and ended. Like, I went to the park last night. So, for example, fuimos a la tienda. We went to the store. Compré una camisa. I bought a shirt. Pagué en efectivo. I paid in cash. These are all examples of something that already happened at a specific time, not that you used to go to the store. So these are words to talk about the past. Whenever you want to discuss the past, you want to use these words, and there's more. So to say yesterday, we say ayer. So if you want to say yesterday I went shopping, or yesterday I shopped, or I bought, you would say ayer yo compré. If you wanted to say last night I talked with grandma, you would say anoche hablé con abuelita. Entonces, la semana pasada, which is last week, last month, el mes pasado, this morning, esta mañana, 2 days ago, hace 2 días, a year ago, hace un año, and the other day, el otro día, and the last one is de repente, suddenly. So, in the present tense, the endings are o, as, a, amos, an. According to each subject pronoun, we'll only use these 5s, and they go in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But in the preterite tense, the endings are e, astes, o, amos, aron. E, astes, o, amos, aron. So once again, in the present tense is o, as, a, amos, an, and in the preterite tense is e, astes, o, amos, aron. Notice that the nosotros form ending is the same in both the present and the preterite tense. This means that you need to use contextual clues to determine which tense is being used when you read or hear a verb that ends in amos. So the contextual cues are those words, the words that we use to talk about the past. So this was the one activity that I asked you to do last week. And all you had to do was write the English meaning of these sentences. You could have done it on the slides themselves, or you could have done it on the other PDF file that I posted, or on another Google Doc. So, hablé con mi amigo is not I speak with my friends, is I spoke with my friend, because you're talking in the past tense. So I don't have it actually in the presentation, but it is I spoke with my friend. Caminaste a casa, therefore means I walked home. You walked home. Gritó a su hermano. She screamed at his brother. Lloraron en el cine. They cried at the cinema. Notice that the endings of the verbs that tell you who did the action once again, and that the action was done in the past. The stem, or the first part of the verb that is underlined, tells you what the person did. So this part, or the stem, like the stem or the root of a plant, does not change. The same thing happens with regular verbs. So let's practice conjugating AR verbs in the preterite, not the past tense. So she talked, hablar. This is the stem. So the ending, remember, hastes o amos aro, would therefore be ella talked, habló. They jump, would therefore be ellos saltaron. We taught, pensar, so nosotros pensamos. I cried, llorar, yo lloré. You sang, cantar, tú cantaste. So if you're doing this activity, you want to keep the chart, viewing the chart. So these are phrases or complete phrases or sentences that you would use to talk about the past. Like yesterday, I spent $10. So gastar means to spend. And yesterday, like we learned, is anoche. So it would be yo gasté $10. Anoche yo gasté $10. Last week he spent $100. Would be la semana pasada él gastó $100. Last year they spent a lot of money. El año pasado ellos gastaron mucho dinero. So I'm not going to say goodbye yet, because the activity that we have for today, and some of you guys are telling me that you can't actually access the document, but I made a copy and you can just write on it. See, you could just write, escribe las formas de comprar en el pretérito. So, hastes o amos aro. All you have to do is con te. And if you don't know how to make the accent mark, then I will be posting. You can go onto SpanishStudy.com, I believe, in Spanish accent marks, and you can see the out codes. You can have them available, or you can simply just go to Spanish.com and just do the copy paste, etc. from there. So there's different things that you can do, but you need to make sure that you put in the marks. So yo compré, tú compraste, etc. Compraste, él compró. And then you use this chart, the same chart, and the words from the presentation to write or translate these words. So last night I bought a shirt would be Anoche yo compré una camisa, and so on. I hope this helps you. Please, I need feedback and let me know if me going through the work, etc., is worth it, because I do have to make these small videos and presentations for you guys. You guys are worth it, so please make sure that you understand the work, because you will be held responsible when we come back to school, whether it's this year or next year. Okay, I hope you guys are all well, and hopefully I will see you soon.